Welcome. Looking for the hottest movie hits of 2025? You've come to the right place. From explosive action to powerful dramas and unforgettable stories, these are the films that are lighting up theaters right now. Whether you're a film fanatic or just looking for your next cinema night, here's a list you don't want to miss. Let's dive in. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This could be Ethan Hunt's last mission, and the most dangerous of all. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is the grand finale of the iconic series, setting the heroes on a task of global proportions. The threat is no longer a terrorist or an organization, but an advanced artificial intelligence known as Entity, capable of taking control of nuclear weapons and the entire world. Ethan, backed by trusted allies Luther, Benji, and Grace, must find the source of this technology, hidden deep at the bottom of the ocean in a sunken Russian ship. But that's not all. Standing in their way is Gabriel, a long-lost enemy from the past who has his own plans for AI. The film combines dizzying pace, spectacular action scenes, and emotional goodbyes. It's more than just another mission. It's a reckoning with the past and the question of how much must be sacrificed to save the future. Lilo and Stitch. Welcome to a world where cosmic mayhem meets Hawaiian cordiality, and the definition of family takes on a whole new meaning. Lilo and Stitch is the live-action version of Disney's beloved animation, telling the same unusual story with tenderness and a fresh approach. Little Lilo, a lonely, sensitive girl, finds comfort in a creature that is seemingly just a strange dog. But Stitch, an escaped genetic experiment from another galaxy, brings into her life not only confusion, but also meaning. Together they learn that family is not just blood ties, but bonds of the heart. The film retains the humor and emotion of the original, while deepening the relationship and giving it a more contemporary tone. Beautiful cinematography, authentic emotion, and a digital Stitch who can make you laugh and laugh. All this makes Lilo and Stitch a touching story about acceptance, closeness, and finding one's place in the world. Friendship. Imagine you just want a simple friendship, but your good intentions turn into something strangely disturbing. Friendship is a perverse black comedy that ventures into the territory of awkwardness, obsession, and boundaries that are better not crossed. Craig, a shy suburban dad, tries to befriend Austin, a confident new neighbor. What was supposed to be a loose camaraderie quickly turns into a series of increasingly peculiar and awkward situations. Craig doesn't understand that not everything can be forced, and Austin begins to feel more and more cornered. The film combines absurd humor with painful accuracy, showing how difficult it can be to build relationships in adult life. Friendship is a story about loneliness, boundaries, and the desperate desire to be noticed, and how sometimes too much closeness can become frighteningly uncomfortable. The Last Rodeo. Get ready for an emotional ride that doesn't slow down for a moment and hits you right in the heart. The Last Rodeo is a moving story about second chances, family, and courage that matures with the years. Joe Wainwright, a former rodeo champion, has lived away from the spotlight for years. When his grandson needs urgent surgery, Joe decides to return to the world that nearly destroyed him. He puts on his hat again, even though he knows his body no longer endures as much as it once did. This is not only a return to the arena, but also to his own mistakes and unspoken words. Supported by a friend and his daughter, who has been estranged for years, Joe embarks on one last mission, a mission of the heart. The Last Rodeo is a film that moves, inspires, and reminds us that true strength is the willingness to fight for those we love most. Sister Midnight. What if every rule that was supposed to protect you starts to suffocate you? Sister Midnight is Karan Kandhari's bold debut, taking us to the suffocating slums of Mumbai, where everyday reality collides with the rebellious force of inner transformation. Uma, a young woman trapped in a marriage of convenience, is abandoned by her husband and forced to live in a world of pressure, judgment, and silence. But instead of giving in, she explodes. The film blends black comedy with horror and feminist angst, showing how a powerful force is born in a woman's body. The soundtrack by Paul Banks and unusual aesthetics makes Sister Midnight a screening that is mesmerizing and disturbing at the same time. It's a story of ferocity, rebellion, and what happens when you suppress your own voice for too long. Broken Trail. When justice fails and the law is silent, there is only one trail left, the one that leads through pain, anger, and danger. Broken Trail is a modern Western that returns to the roots of the genre, telling a story of revenge and redemption in the brutal realities of the Wild West. Catherine, a young woman mourning her murdered husband, is not about to stand idly by. She seeks answers and revenge. Helping her is former Pinkerton agent John Scoble, a man with a past as dark as the trail she is now following. Together, they set off on the trail of Colonel Davis, the man behind the crime. The film combines a classic Western atmosphere with strong emotions and moral dilemmas, where the Arkansas wilderness becomes the backdrop for an internal and physical struggle. Which one of these movies made it to your watch list? Or maybe you've already seen one? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more weekly movie picks. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.